In the name of Allah, who is the most merciful, most beneficent. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are fine and taking good care of yourselves. Welcome to Online Sport. This is subject science for class 3 and it's going to be your fifth lesson about unit 6, chapter number 12. So we are going to read unit 6 physical science chapter number 12 about light, sound and force. Let's see the contents of the video. The contents of the video are light, shadow, sound and force. Learning objectives of the lesson. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to learn that how sound is produced, differentiate between pleasant sound and noise, learn what is force and things force can do. So let's begin. So the material required for this lesson is lead pencil, color box, eraser, sharpener, ruler, notebook and science book. So I hope you kept there all things and you are ready for your lesson. So we are going to read about unit 6 physical science and chapter number 12 light, sound and force. Before going to start the lesson, let's take a very short review of the lesson. We have learned in the previous lesson about light. So students, we know that about light, sun is the main source of light. Sun जो है वो light का main source है, main जरिया है जहाँ से हम light हासिल करते हैं. So we get light from some other sources also. We get light from an electric bulb, a candle, a torch and a lamp. So we have learned about luminous object and non-luminous object. Now see the luminous objects. So students, objects that give out light, they are called the luminous object. See the objects which give us light. So these objects give us light, sun, fire, torch and candle. These are the objects which give us light and they are called the luminous objects. Now see non-luminous objects. Some objects that do not give out light, they are called the non-luminous objects. Non-luminous objects are human beings, pan, wooden objects, they do not give out light. So that's why they are called the non-luminous objects. And students, we have learned in the previous lesson, how do we can see the objects. So students, we can see things or objects only when there is light. So when light falls on an object, it bounces back. When this light reaches our eyes, we can see the things. So students, we see an object when light from it reaches our eyes. Let's come to know about shadow. So students, very simple. Light travels in a straight line. हम जानते हैं कि light जो है straight line में travel करती है. When an object blocks the path of light, a dark area is formed on the ground or wall behind it. This area is called the shadow. So a shadow is formed when the path of light is blocked. So student, this was your review. Let's come to start our today's lesson. Students, open your science book, page number 83. Write down day, date and today's task on this page. Let's come to know about sound. स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम साउंड्स के बारे में जानेंगे. साउंड्स क्या होती है? साउंड हम आवाजों को बोलते हैं. जो डिफरेंट आवाजें हमारे इर्द गिर्द पैदा होती हैं वो साउंड कहलाती हैं. सो डिफरेंट साउंड्स आर प्रोड्यूस्ड ऑल अराउंड अस. वी यूज साउंड्स इन मैनी डिफरेंट वेज. सो स्टूडेंट्स, वी यूज साउंड फॉर कम्युनिकेशन. हम साउंड को कम्युनिकेशन यानी राब्ते के लिए इस्तेमाल करते हैं. वी टॉक टू पीपल. जब हम किसी से बात करते हैं, वी यूज द साउंड. सो द फोन बेल, द डोर बेल और स्कूल बेल टेल अस समथिंग. इसी तरह से जब हमारे फोन की बेल होती है या हमारे घर पे डोर बेल होती है या स्कूल की बेल होती है तो हमें पता चलता है कि साउंड प्रोड्यूस हो रही है. सो वी ऑल्सो रिकॉग्नाइज थिंग्स और सम अदर एनिमल्स बाय देयर साउंड्स. तो स्टूडेंट्स, हम चीजों को कैसे रिकॉग्नाइज करते हैं? वी रिकॉग्नाइज मैनी थिंग्स बाय देयर साउंड्स. Let's come to know about how sound is produced. So students, sound is produced by vibrations. Vibrations are fast to and fro movement. Vibrations किसे कहते हैं? Vibration ऐसी fast movement होती है जो तेजी से आगे पीछे हो, जिनमें एक तरछाहट पैदा हो. They are called the vibrations. So students, when air vibrates, sound is produced. We hear sounds when the vibrations reach our ears. हम साउंड को सुनते हैं जब वाइब्रेशंस हमारे कानों तक पहुंचती हैं. सो सम साउंड्स आर सॉफ्ट एंड प्लेजेंट. कुछ साउंड बहुत सॉफ्ट होती हैं, बहुत प्लेजेंट होती हैं. लाइक वायलिन की साउंड हमें बहुत अच्छी लगती है बिकॉज इट्स अ म्यूजिक साउंड. सो म्यूजिक इज अ प्लेजेंट साउंड. Some sounds are loud and unpleasant. इसी तरह से आप देखिए कुछ sounds जो हैं वो loud होती हैं, हमें अच्छी नहीं लगती. Like donkey की voice, it's looking not good. And it's an unpleasant sound. So some sounds are loud and unpleasant. Sound of crackers and horns of vehicles are unpleasant sounds. Loud sound is called the noise. जो loud sound होता है वो noise कहलाता है, शोर कहलाता है, जो हमारे कानों को अच्छा नहीं लगता. So sound of music is pleasant sound and noisy sound is called the unpleasant sound. So we should speak softly. We should avoid unnecessary blowing of horns and playing loud music during festivals or parties. Move on the next page, page number 84. Write down today's task on this page. Now you know students about these blanks. See the first one, sound is produced by, sound produced होती है by vibrations. Number 2 is loud, sound is called the noise. So students, let's come to know about force. अब हम force के बारे में जानेंगे. Force क्या है? So the person in the pictures are trying to move the things. So whether they are pulling or pushing the things. The first one picture is about push. Second one picture is about push, and the third one picture you can see in this picture they are pushing the bus. So these three pictures are about push. So now see the next one picture. It's about pulling. He is pulling the cart, and the third one, last one picture is about pulling the door. So these pictures are about pull. So students, you can see that the people are trying to move things either by pulling or pushing. आपने देखा कि बाय पुलिंग और पुशिंग ये चीजों को मूव करने की ट्राई कर रहे हैं. सो व्हेन वी पुश और पुल समथिंग वी अप्लाई फोर्स. जब भी हम किसी चीज को पुश करते हैं या पुल करते हैं हम फोर्स अप्लाई करते हैं. लेट्स कम टू नो अबाउट थिंग्स फोर्स कैन डू. सो स्टूडेंट्स, फोर्स कैन डू मैनी थिंग्स. सी द फर्स्ट वन, फोर्स कैन मूव एन ऑब्जेक्ट. किसी भी चीज को मूव करने के लिए हम फोर्स को यूज कर सकते हैं. सो फोर्स कैन स्टॉप अ मूविंग ऑब्जेक्ट. Force can change the direction of a moving object. जो force है वो किसी भी moving object की direction को भी change कर सकती है. Now come on the next page, page number 85. Write down today's task on this page. Now let's see force can do many things. So students, some other things force can do, like force can lift the objects. हम चीजों को उठाने के लिए force को use करते हैं. Force can break and bend the objects. And force can turn an object. Force can twist and squeeze, and same like that, force can change the shape of the object. Now we will read about some natural and man-made forces. So students, some natural forces like wind and water also move things. कुदरती फोर्स का इस्तेमाल like wind और water के थ्रू जब चीजें मूव होती हैं, they are called the natural forces. So students, we also use man-made machines like cranes to move the things. जब चीजों को मूव करने के लिए हम मशीन्स का इस्तेमाल करते हैं तो these are called the man-made forces. Come on the next page, page number 86. Don't forget to write today's task. Let's see points to remember. So students, sun is the main source of light. Objects that give out light are called the luminous objects. जो चीजें हमें लाइट देती हैं वो luminous objects कहलाती हैं. So light travels in a straight line. Sound is produced by vibration. Some sounds are pleasant and some are unpleasant. Loud sound is called the noise. जो ऊंची आवाजें होती हैं वो noise कहलाती है, यानी कि शोर कहलाती है. So push and pulls are called the forces. Forces can move, stop and change the directions of objects. Force can also lift, break, bend, turn, twist, squeeze and change the shape of things. Some natural forces like wind and water move things. We also use man-made machines to move the things. So students, these are the points to remember. Now we will know about the new words. See, the first one word is luminous objects. So students, luminous objects mean objects that gives out light. Now see vibrations. Vibrations mean to and fro movement. Let's see part B on page number 86. Part B is state whether the following sentences are true or false. See the first one. A book is a luminous object. No, a book is a non-luminous object. So it's false. Now see number 2. Music is an unpleasant sound. Music is a pleasant sound. So it's false. Now see number 3. We should avoid unnecessary blowing of horns. It's true. And number 4 is force can change the shape of an object. It's true. Come on the page number 87. Don't forget to write today's task. Let's see part C. Match the following. The first one is squeeze, lift, pull, turn and bend. Come on the page number 88. This is the task. Find out what the sounds of these animals are called. So let's see the sounds of these animals. Cow sound is moo, dog is bark, cat mew, horse neigh, lion roar, frog croak, donkey bray, and duck is quack. So these are the sounds of the animals. The task which you have to do is learn highlighted points of page number 83, 84 and 85. Do and learn exercise part B and C, page number 86. The second thing which you have to do is do activity page number 85 on your science book. So I hope you will complete your task efficiently. So see this activity on page number 84 which you have to do by on yourself. The activity is circle the push in blue and pulls in red. So I hope today's lesson was very interesting and helpful for you. To the next lesson, take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching the video. Allah Hafiz.